Welcome to Healing Through Brokenness, a space where pain meets purpose and truth speaks louder than fear. Jeremiah 33 verse 3 says, "Call unto me, and I will answer thee, and I will show thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not." Thou knowest not reveals the profound truths and insights that are beyond human understanding. It reflects a message of hope and divine communication, encouraging believers to seek God's wisdom in times of need. There's something powerful about recognizing what is in your hands, not what you don't understand, not what hasn't shown up yet, but what's already here and what's already there. That's where God starts. That's where miracles begin. Not in mystery, but in instruments. We often spend so much of our time waiting on the mystery. We want to know the outcome, the reason, and explanation. We want to understand the how, the when, and sometimes even the why. But when we look through scripture, when we really sit with the stories, we don't see God explaining much. We see Him using what is available. We see Him honoring the instruments. Take Moses who parted the Red Sea. Was it the angels? Was it the wind? Was it the power from heaven? Yes, but the instrument was the staff in his hand. That simple shepherd's staff. It wasn't the staff design or weight or strength. It was God's power working through it. But Moses had to raise it. He had to use what he already had. The miracle happened in response to obedience with the instrument, not understanding the mystery. When Jesus fed the 5,000, He didn't ask how many were in the crowd. He didn't question how much it could cost to cater the hillside. He asked, "What do you have?" And someone answered, 5 loaves and 2 fish. That became the instrument. He broke it, blessed it, and multiplied it. Yes, the mystery was the multiplication, but the miracle hinged on the availability of the instrument. She had one last jar of oil. That oil didn't multiply because she wished for it. It multiplied because she poured it. The act of pouring activated heaven. That jar was the instrument. And as long as she poured, the oil flowed. As long as she made space, God filled it. But the miracle began with what was already in her home. David and Goliath. What of David and Goliath? We remember the giants. We talk about the shock of his fall. But the story is not in the size of the enemy, but it's the simplicity of the stone. David didn't need a sword. He didn't need armor. He picked up 5 smooth stones and used one. The stone was the instrument. God guided his flight. God magnified its impact, but David had to throw it. The mystery was in the result, but the victory began with the instrument. And one of my favorite stories, Jesus at the wedding in Cana. They ran out of wine. The hosts were embarrassed. And Jesus didn't summon grapes or barrels. He asked for water. He didn't need complexity. He just needed obedience. Let's not forget, Mary was one who told the servants, "Do whatever he tells you." So what were the instruments here? Mary's voice, the water jars, and the act of filling them. And what was the result? Not just wine, sweet wine. Better than what came before. God has always worked this way. The instruments are common. The mystery is divine. But the miracles are born from faithful use of what's already in front of you. Let's think about Elijah and the flour and the oil. Think of the woman with the issue of the blood. Her instrument was her reach. She didn't know the outcome, but she stretched. She used her faith like fingers. Think about Peter casting his net after a fruitless night. Jesus said, "Try again on the other side." The net was the same. The boat was the same. But what was the difference? Obedience, faith, and trust. This instrument isn't new, but the outcome was. Now look at your own life. What is in your hand? What is in your house? What's that staff, the jar, the stone, or even the net? Stop waiting for the mystery to explain itself. Start using the instrument. You don't need to understand how it will work, but you just need to trust who will walk through it. The Bible is full of mystery. God is full of mysteries, but the invitation is always practical. God isn't asking you to decode the supernatural. He is asking us to pick up what we already have and move with it. The instrument is the doorway. The mystery is God's domain. But the miracle happens in the moment we act. So today, I want to ask you, what is your instrument? What have you been overlooking because I am too focused on the mystery? Pick it up, pour it out, speak it, use it. Because the power of God always moves through the ordinary, faithful hands that trust Him with the instrument. And that instrument can heal you from every brokenness. Amen.